Time. It's a concept that surrounds us, envelops us, and yet, it remains one of the most enigmatic aspects of our existence. It's a constant companion, a silent observer, marking our journey from the cradle to the grave. It's the drumbeat to which our life dances, the rhythm that guides our every action. And yet, for all its omnipresence, it's something we often overlook, something we take for granted. But time is a double-edged sword. It's both a giver and a taker. It bestows upon us moments of joy and sorrow, triumph and defeat, love and loss. But it also takes away. It takes away moments, opportunities, loved ones. It's an ever-flowing river that carries with it the debris of our past, the realities of our present, and the seeds of our future. Time is the one thing we all have, yet so few of us appreciate. Today we're going to delve into a tale that unravels the true value of time. A tale of a man who learned the hard way, that time, like a sandglass once depleted, cannot be replenished. So sit back and let's embark on this journey together. If you think about it, time is the one thing we can't create more of, no matter how hard we try. It's the only non-renewable resource we have. Every tick of the clock is a moment lost, a moment we can never get back. It's a concept so simple yet so profound. Time is like a river flowing ceaselessly forward, carrying us along in its current. We're all travelers on this river, and each of us has a finite amount of time to spend. It's our most precious commodity, and how we use it shapes our lives in ways we often don't even realize. Some of us use it wisely, savoring each moment, seizing the opportunities that come our way. Others squander it, letting it slip through their fingers like grains of sand, only to look back with regret at the time wasted. But why is time so important? Well, it's simple. Time is opportunity, time is potential. It's the canvas upon which we paint the masterpiece that is our life. Each moment is a brushstroke, each hour a layer of color and texture, adding depth and dimension to our existence. And yet, despite its inescapable nature, many of us take time for granted. We put things off, saying we'll do them someday, not realizing that someday may never come. We forget that time is a gift, not a guarantee. Consider the of a man who learned this lesson the hard way, a man who, like many of us, thought he had all the time in the world, until he didn't. A man who had to lose almost everything to realize the true value of time. His story is a powerful reminder that time is more than just seconds, minutes, and hours on a clock. It's our life's currency, the one thing we can't afford to waste. So who is this man and what is his story? Let's delve deeper. Meet John, a man who, like many of us, underestimated the importance of time. John's tale begins in a small Midwestern town. A charismatic young man with an easy smile, he was loved by all. But John had one flaw: he didn't value his time. Days rolled into nights and seasons changed, but John was often found idling away his hours, oblivious to the ticking clock. In his early 20s, John was a dreamer, always imagining a future filled with success and prosperity. He had grand plans, but he lacked the discipline to bring them to fruition. His days were spent in leisure, his evenings lost in fruitless pursuits. He would often say, "There's always tomorrow." But as we know, tomorrow waits for no one. As the years slipped by, John began to see the consequences of his actions. Opportunities knocked at his door, but he was always too late to answer. He watched his friends and peers move ahead, their lives filled with achievements and accomplishments. John, on the other hand, was left behind, still dreaming of a future that seemed to be drifting further away. Regret became John's constant companion. He regretted the time wasted, the opportunities missed, the dreams unfulfilled. He would often find himself lost in thoughts of what could have been. The seeds of ambition he had sown in his youth were now overshadowed by the thorny bushes of regret and disappointment. His lack of time management had cost him dearly. It wasn't just the missed opportunities or the unfulfilled dreams, it was the realization that he had let precious moments slip through his fingers, moments that he could never reclaim. He had underestimated the importance of time, and now he was paying the price. John's story is a stark reminder of the cost of wasted time, but how did he change his course? Every story has a turning point, and so does John's. His life, much like a book, was filled with chapters of ups and downs. But one day something changed. John, who was always racing against the clock, suddenly found himself at a standstill. A moment of epiphany washed over him. He realized how he had been squandering his precious hours, minutes, and seconds in the pursuit of fleeting pleasures. This realization was like a mirror held up to his life, reflecting the truth he had been avoiding. Time, he understood, was not just a measure of moments past, but a vessel of opportunities, a canvas to paint his dreams. As he started to value his time, he saw his life transform. His days became more meaningful, his achievements more satisfying. John's life took a 180-degree turn, all because he started to respect the ticking clock. But what can we learn from John's story? John's story is not just a story, it's a lesson for us all. What we've seen in John's transformation is a testament to the power of time. Time, as fleeting as it is also our most precious resource. It's the canvas upon which we paint the broad strokes of our lives, the stage where we perform our daily tasks, the silent partner in every venture we undertake. John learned that time, once lost, can never be regained. Each tick of the clock is a lost opportunity, a missed chance. This realization propelled him to change his approach to life, to value every single moment, and to make the most out of each day. And this brings us to the heart of the matter, the importance of time management. Like John, we can all learn to respect time, to understand its value, and to use it wisely. It's not just about being efficient or productive, but about living life more fully, more consciously, more deliberately. So, how can we manage our time better? First, prioritize. Identify what's truly important, set goals and make plans. Second, eliminate distractions. The world is full of them, and they're the enemy of productivity. Third, learn to say no. It's not easy, but it's essential. We can't do everything and we shouldn't try to. And lastly, take care of yourself. Exercise, eat healthily, sleep well. You can't make the most of your time if you're not at your best. John's journey demonstrated the transformative power of time. It showed us that by valuing and respecting time, we can change our lives for the better. It's a lesson that we can all learn from, a lesson that we can all apply in our own lives. So let's take a moment to reflect on how we're using our time. Are we making the most of it? Are we valuing it, respecting it, using it wisely? Remember, time waits for no one. Value it, respect it, and make the most of it.